Next question is question number 21. The question number 21 is saying that how many of the shapes of the given figure must be shaded so that 2 by 5 of the figure is unshaded. Okay, so how much a part of this figure I need to shade that my fraction becomes 2 by 5. Okay, 2 by 5 of the figure becomes unshaded. Okay, so how many I need to shade? So let's see, check how many total hexagons are there. Okay, so total number of hexagons are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Total are 25. Okay, so what can I do? I can find out that what is the 2 by 5 part of 25, so that it will be 10 only. Okay, so what I can say, out of 25, if I am going to shade, so how many parts are left? Okay, so that will be the shaded part. Okay, so how many the question is asking that how many, okay, so this will be unshaded part. And the question is asking that how many parts should I shade? So my fraction becomes 2 by 5 of unshaded part. Okay, so the unshaded parts are 10. So the number of shaded parts will be what? Number of shaded part will be 25 minus 10, which is equals to 15. So that's why my correct answer will be option number C, 15. Understood, everyone? Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is question number 22. Now, in the morning, the room temperature was 27 degrees Celsius. Now, after 2 hours, it had gone up by 7 degrees Celsius. Okay, so initially it was 27 degrees Celsius. Now, after 2 hours, it had gone up by 7 degrees Celsius. So, I need to add 7 over here. So, what I'm getting? I'm getting 34. Yes, I'm getting 34 degrees Celsius. Now, and then after 3 hours, it had gone down by 5 degrees Celsius. So I need to subtract 5 from it. When I'm subtracting 5 from it, I'm getting 29 degrees Celsius. So what was the temperature after 5 years? So after 5 hours, so the temperature after 5 hours will be what? Will be 29 degrees Celsius. So that is option number C. So that's why option number C will be my correct answer. Now, the next question is saying that the given table shows Kavya's weight on the first day of each month from September to January. Okay, now on the 1st September, her weight is 23.6. On the 1st October, her weight is like 25.0. Now on the 1st of November, her weight is 26.0. 1st December, her weight is 26.7. On 1st of January, her weight is 27.2. Now, in which month did Kavya's weight increase the most? Okay, now we need to find out that in which month the Kavya's weight has increased by the most of the numbers. Okay, so for this, what we need to do, first we will see in 1st September her weight is 23.6. Now on 1st October her weight becomes 25. So when we are subtracting 23.6 from 25, so what we are getting? We are getting 1.4. Okay, now let's subtract her weight on 1st October is 25, and in 1st November her weight is like 26. When we are subtracting it, we are getting 1. Now, on 1st November, her weight is 26, and on 1st December, her weight is 26.5. So, it has increased by 0.7 kgs only, okay? Now, in 1st January, her weight is 27.2. So, when I'm going to subtract 26.7 from 27.2, I'm getting 0.5. Okay, now the question is asking in which month did Kavya's weight increase the most? So we can clearly see over here in September her weight increased by 1.4 kg. So what we can say, in September her weight increased the most. Okay, so that's why option A is our correct answer. Now let's move to the question number 24. Now question number 24 is saying that we need to find out that how many letters are there that do not have any line of symmetry. Okay, so if we are going through a letter T, so letter T has a line of symmetry, which is a vertical line of symmetry. Okay, if I am going through the letter R, okay, let me write down all the letters first. Now I will show you about the line of symmetry. So if I am going through the letter T, so letter T has what we can say a vertical line of symmetry. Letter R has no line of symmetry. Okay, letter I has infinity number of line of symmetry. I, okay, vertical and horizontal. Letter C has horizontal line of symmetry. Letter K has no line of symmetry. Okay, because if we are going through this K, I have make it like this. If we are going through this K, so this has no line of symmetry. Okay, so how many letters are there in which no line of symmetry? So what we can say, two letters are there, so in which no line of symmetry. Now the 25th question. So the 25th question is asking that the line graph given below shows the number of the cars Jatin sold over the past 5 weeks. Okay, now if he got 20,000 for every car he sold, then what is the total amount he made over the past 5 weeks? Okay, so what we can see, the number of the cars sold is given by this axis and the number of the weeks are given over here. So in the first week he sold 2 cars. In the first week he sold 2 cars. Now in the second week he sold 4 cars. Okay, now if we are moving towards the third week, so we can see that he sold 3 cars. Now if we are moving towards fourth week, so we can clearly see that he sold 6 cars. Now if we are moving towards fifth week, so we can see that he sold 9 cars. Okay, now he is saying, the question is saying that he got 20,000 for every car sold. Okay, so 20 for one car, he was getting like 20,000. For 2 cars, how much he will get? He will get 20,000 multiplied by 2. So we need to multiply every number of car with 20,000. Okay, let's see what we are getting. So here we are getting 40,000. Here we are getting 80,000. Here we are getting 3 2s are 60,000. Okay. Now here we are getting 6 2s are 12, which is 1,20,000. And here we are getting 1,80,000. Okay, when we are adding all the numbers like 1,80,000 with 1,20,000, what we are getting? 3 lakh. Now 3 lakh plus 60,000, we are getting 3,60,000. Now 3,60,000 plus 80,000, what we are getting? We are getting 4,40,000. Now 4,40,000 plus 40,000, we are getting what? 4,80,000. Okay, so that's what he was getting by solding in a 5 weeks. Okay, so he got 4,80,000 in a 5 weeks. So that is option number C. So that's why option number C is our correct answer. Understood? Okay, let's move to the question number 26. So now what question number 26 is asking for? So we need to find the value of P plus Q here. Okay, so let's find out what is the value of P. Okay, so you can see P representing by this. Okay, so this is 1, this is P. Okay, so the value of P is what? The value of P will be, okay, so P is after 2, so we can write 2 over here. Now how many sections are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can write 5 over here. Now out of 5 sections, P is on the second one. So the value of P will be 2 whole 2 by 5. Okay, so what is the value of Q that we have to find out? Like we will do it in the same way. So Q is after 3, so we can write 3 here like this. Now how many sections are there between 3 and 4? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections are here between 3 and 4. And on what number Q is there? So what we can say? 1, 2, 3, 4. Q is on fourth number. Okay, so that is the number of Q and that is the number of P. Now we need to find the value of P and Q. So how we are going to find it? Okay, so for this what we need to do, we will simplify them into their improper form. So that will be 5 2s are 10 and 10 plus 2 is 12. So that will be 12 by 5. And we are adding, if we are going to convert this mixed fraction into improper one, so what we are getting? 5 3s are 15. 15 plus 4 is 19. 19 by 5. Okay. Now let's add them together. So what we are getting? We are getting 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 over here. Now 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. 31 by 5. Okay. Now, if I need to convert this 31 by 5 into its mixed fraction form, so what I'm getting? I'm getting 5 6 are 30, 1 will be here, and that's why 5 will be here. Okay, so that's why option C will be my correct answer. Okay, now another simple method, if I'm going to tell you that how we can add, if two numbers are given here like this, so just add these two numbers. So what I'm getting? 3 plus 2 is 5. Now add these two fractions. So what I'm getting, if I'm going to add, so I'm getting 6 by 5. Now I can see 6 by 5. Here the numerator is bigger than denominator. So what I need to do? I will subtract 5 from 6. That is 1. So I need to add 1 over here. Now what is remaining over there? 1 by 5 is 1 is remaining over there now. So I will write the remaining 1 by 5 over there. So it will be 6 and 6 whole 1 by 5. That also I can write. That also I can do instead of or doing all this. I can do it in a simple way like this. Okay. Now let's move to the question number 27. Now question number 27 is saying that you need to find the number which is 2529 more than the number shown on the abacus. Now let's see what the abacus is showing what number. Okay, so at the like place it is 1, then it is 1, 2, 3, 4. At the 10,000 place it is 4. At 1,000 places it is 1. At hundreds place it is 3. At tens place it is 0, and the ones place it is 2. So it is showing a number 1,41,302. Now we need to find the number which is 2529 more than that. So we will add this number to the given number by this abacus. If I'm going to add it, so what I'm getting? 9 plus 2 is 11. So 1 will be here. 1 will go there in a carryover form. Now 2 plus 1 is 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3 again. Okay. Then 4 will be here and 1 will be here. So I'm getting 1,43,831, which is our option number A. So what we can say, option number A is our correct answer. Now let's move to the next question, which is question number 28. Okay, let's see what question number 28 is saying. Now, what kind of angle is formed by the hands of the clock at the 2:30 hours? Okay, so we can say, so there are also two methods to do it. Okay, so what we have to see first? Okay, we all know that clock, in whole clock, there is angle of 360 degree. Okay, now between every uh, two numbers, there is an angle of 30 degree. Okay, now this also what we can do. Now the question is asking the angles making by the hands are acute angle or obtuse angle. So we can give answer on the basis of the angle that is representing by the hands. So we can say that we can clearly see that it is more than 90 degrees. So obviously it is obtuse. Now if we need to find the angle, the measurement of the angle, so how we are going to find it? Let's see how many numbers are here in between 2 to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers are here. So I'm going to divide this 360 by 5. So if I'm going to divide it, so what I'm getting? 5 sevens are 35 and 5 twos are 10. Correct? So what I can say that this clock is making an angle of 72 degree. Okay, and 70. Okay, just wait. Okay, let's leave it. Okay, what we can do here, we have to look at the shape of the clock. That clock is making an angle which is more than 90 degrees. So what we can say that this is an obtuse angle. So on the basis of that only, we can say the clock is forming obtuse angle over here. So that will be our correct answer. Okay, now let's move to the next question, which is question number 29. Now the question number 29 is saying that on Monday, Himanshi walked 4 whole 3 by 8 kilometers, while on Tuesday, she walked 3 whole 2 by 5 kilometers. Now, how much more distance did she walk on Monday than on Tuesday? Okay, we need to find it. So what we will do to find that thing? Now on Monday, Himanshi walked 4 whole 3 by 8. Okay, let's solve it and see what we are getting. So 8 fours are 32. 32 plus 3 is 35 by 8. And on Tuesday, she walked for 3 whole 2 by 5. Okay, so what we are getting? 5 threes are 15. 15 plus 2 is 17 by 5 we are getting over here. Okay. Now let's see how much more distance did she walk on Monday than on Tuesday. So what we need to do here, we need to subtract both the numbers. She is asking that how much more distance she walked on Monday than on Tuesday. So we need to subtract 17 by 5 from 35 by 8. Okay. When we are subtracting it, so let's see what we are getting. So if we are going to take the LCM of 8 and 5, we are getting 40. Okay, now how many times 40 is there in the table of 5? 8, that is on 5 times. So we have to multiply 35 with 5. So what we are getting? We are getting 165, 175. Okay, now here in the table of 5, how many times 40 is there? 8 times 40 is there. So I need to multiply here with 8. So 8 sevens are 56. 6 I am writing over there. Now 5 will go there in a carryover form. Now 8 ones are 8 plus 5 is 13. So if I am going to subtract both the numbers, what I am getting? Like 15 minus 6 is what? 15 minus 6 is 9. And 6 minus 3 is 3 only. Okay, 39 by 40 I am getting. So that's why option number D, 39 by 40 is my correct answer. Okay, now what I need to do, let's move to the question number 30. Now question number 30 is saying that which of the following Roman numerals shows the sum of the smallest 4-digit number and the greatest 3-digit number. So just let me know which one is the smallest 4-digit number that we have. The smallest 4-digit number we have is 1 and 000, which means 1000. Okay, now the greatest 3-digit number. So the greatest 3-digit number that we have triple nine. Correct. Now, if we are adding it, because the question is saying the sum of the smallest and the greatest number, so that will be 1999. Okay, and how I'm going to write 1999 in the Roman numerals form? So how I'm going to write it? So for this, I will write 1000. So how I'm going to write 1000? I will write 1000 by M. Okay. Then after this 900 is there. So how I'm going to write 900? I will write 900 as CM. Okay. Then 90 is there. Now how I'm going to write 90? I will write 90 as XC. Okay, then 9 is there. So how I'm going to write 9? 9 I will write like this. Okay, so what is the correct form? So the correct form should be MCMX CIX. Okay, so which is here in the option number C. Okay, so what we can see that option number C will be our correct answer. Understood all of you? Let's move on to the next question that we have. So the next question what we are having is question number 31. Now the question number 31 is saying that you need to find the difference between the areas of the given two figures. Okay, we need to find the difference between the areas. Now you have to find the area of the first figure. So what is the area of the first figure? How you are going to find it? So you can split this whole figure into two rectangles like this. Okay, if you are going to split it like this, then you will be able to find the area of this figure. Okay, now for this figure you will again split this whole figure into two rectangles. Okay, so you know that this will be the first rectangle, this will be the second rectangle over here. So if I'm going to find the area of this first rectangle, so area of rectangle is length multiplied by its breadth. Okay, so 5 multiplied by 6 will be what? 5 6 are 30. So the area of this rectangle is 30 centimeters square. Now if I'm going through this rectangle, so the breadth is 3, that is given over there. And how I'm going to find the length? Okay, so you can see this particular length is 5, which is given over there in the question, and this length is 5, which will be equals to this. Now if I'm going to add this 5 with this 5, so what I'm getting 10. So the length of this rectangle will be 10 centimeter. Correct, because this part is given over there as 5 and this part will be equals to this part, which is 5 only. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Now if I'm going to find the area of this, so that will equals to 3 multiplied by 10, 30 only. Okay, so area of this whole figure is what? 30 plus 30, which is 60 square centimeter. Okay, now let's move to the second one. So this will be the first rectangle and this will be the second. Now let's find the area of first rectangle, that will be 4 multiplied by 7, which is equals to 28 square centimeter. Okay, now let's move to the second one. So what we can see over here, this length is not given to us. Now how we are going to find this length? So you can see that this part is 3 and this part is 4. Okay, and this part is 4, so that's why this part is also 4. Okay, now let's add all them together. So we are getting 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11. So we are getting length as 11 and breadth is 4. So if I'm going to multiply 11 with 4, so I'm getting 44. Correct. Now let's add them together. So what is the area of this whole figure? So area of this whole figure will be 28 plus 44, and which gives us what? Which gives us 8 plus 4 is 12. 2 will come here, 1 will go there in a carryover form. Now 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 7. We are getting 72 centimeters square. Okay. Now the question is asking for the difference. For finding the difference, we need to subtract it. So let's take it as a 1 and take it as a 2. Okay. So for finding the difference, we need to find the area. We need to subtract area 2, okay, from we will subtract area 1 from area 2. So what we are getting? 72 minus 60, which gives us 12. Okay, so that will be our correct answer, which is 12 centimeters square, which is option number D. Okay, now let's move to the question number 32. Now in the question number 32, it is asking that in the given figure, QR is 3/5 as long as PR. Okay, PR is this one. Now, where is QR? QR is this one. Okay, so QR is 3/5 as long as PR, and ST, where is ST? ST is here. Okay, that is equals to TU, and that is equals to UV. Okay, that is given over there in the question. Now we need to find the perimeter of PQUV. PQUV. We need to find the perimeter of this figure only. Okay, this figure, this particular figure. Okay, so how we are going to do it? Let's see. So in the question, it is given over there that QR is equals to 3/5 of 3/5 of PR. Okay, so what is the length of PR that we are having? So the length of PR is given over there in the question as 60 meters. Okay, so we will put 60 over here. So 3/5 of 60 is 3/5 multiplied by 60. So we cut 60 by 5, we are getting 12, and 12 threes are 36 meter. Okay, so the QR will equals to 36 meter. If QR is 36, so we need to find the value of PQ, which is 60 minus 36. And when we are subtracting 36 from 60, we are getting 24 meters. Okay, so the value of PQ we are having as 24 meter. Now the value of PV is already given in the question. Now the question is saying that ST is equals to UT is equals to UV, because all the three sides are equal. If all the three sides are equal and the length of whole side is 60 meters, so what will be the length of one part? Okay, so the length of one part will be 60 divided by 3. So that is 20, because this whole line has divided into 3 parts. Okay, and the all parts are equal and the whole length is 60 meter only. So what will be the length of one part? If I'm going to divide the whole line, which is a 60 meter, by 3, so I'm getting the length of one part. So what I'm getting VU as 20 meter. Okay, now we need to find the perimeter. So in perimeter, we all know that we need to add all the sides. Okay, so for finding the perimeter, I need to add PQ with QU plus UV plus PV. Okay, so what I'm getting, let's see. PQ is what? PQ is 24. QU is 18 meter, which is given over there in the question. UV is 20 that we have found out, and PV is 26. Okay, let's add them together and see what we are getting. So we are getting 24 plus 18 is 24 plus 18, we are getting 42. 42 plus 20, we are getting 62, and 62 plus 20, we are getting 82. 82 plus 6, we are getting 88. Okay, so that's how we are getting our answer, which is 88 meter, which is option number D. So that's how we can say option number D is a correct answer. Okay, let's move to the question number 33. So what we can see over here, now which of the following square must be unshaded so that PQ becomes a line of symmetry? Okay, so what we are supposed to do over here, we need to find out that how many squares we need to unshade so that PQ becomes the line of symmetry. So what we will do over here, so let's see, yes, this has a symmetrical part. Now if we are moving here, this has a symmetrical part. Now if we are moving here, so this is this, and the symmetrical part of this is should be this only. Now symmetrical part of this will be this, and symmetrical part of this will be this. Now if we are moving towards 1, so what we can say that this one has, because this has this symmetrical part, this has this symmetrical part, but this one has no symmetrical part. Okay, if we are going to unshade this one, the first square, which of the following square must be unshaded now? So if we are going to unshade this first square, so that we can say that this PQ becomes the line of symmetry. Okay, because it has this as a symmetrical, this part has this as a symmetrical, this one is has this as a symmetrical, now this one has this as a symmetrical, this one has this as a symmetrical, this one has this as a symmetrical, but only square one has no symmetrical shape. Okay, if this square is colored over there, then we can say that it has a symmetrical part. Now this square number 1 has no symmetrical square over there on that side of PQ. Okay, so that's why if we are going to remove this, so that's how we can make this PQ as a line of symmetry. So that's why what is the correct answer? The correct answer should be option number A, which is a square number 1. Okay, now let's move to the 34th question. Now the question is saying that which of the following has the greatest value? Let's see, option number A has 30 times more than 50/100. Okay, so what is the meaning of 30 times more than 50/100? 50/100 means 50 and 100. Means 5,000. 30 times means 30 times. It means 300. When we are okay, students. So let's move to the next question, which is question number 34. Okay. So now this question is saying that which of the following has the greatest value, which means we have to find that among all the options, which one is the greatest. Okay. Now let's move to the first option first. So that is 30 times more than 50/100. Okay. So what is the meaning of 30 times? 30 times means 30 and times is there. So that's why we need to put 10 over there. Okay. Now more than 50/100. So what is the meaning of 50/100? 50 and 100 means 00. Okay, so that will be 5,000 only. Correct. Now the question is saying, or this option is saying that 30 times more than 50/100. So which means we need to add 300 in 5,000. So what we are getting? We are getting 5,300. Okay. So first number is 5,300. Correct. Now let's move to the second option, which is like 71s more than 300 times. Okay, so what is the meaning of 71? 70 ones means 70 only. Okay, because ones is nothing we have to add. Now 300 tens. So what is the meaning of 300 tens? 300 tens means we will write 300, then tens means we need to put one extra zero, okay, of tens. Now we need to add them because the question is saying more than. Okay, so that's why we need to add it. So when we are adding it, what we are getting? 3,070. Okay, so that number will be 3,070. Now let's move to the option number C, which is 21 less than 30 tens. Okay, what is the meaning of 30 tens? 30 tens means 30, and for tens we need to put one more zero. Now 21 less than that. So 21 means 20 only, and we need to subtract these two numbers. So after subtracting, what we are getting? We will get 280. Yes. So this number is 280 only. Now let's move to the option number D, which is like 60 hundredths less than 8,000. So 8,000 means 8,000 only. Okay. Now what we need to do? We need to subtract 60/100. Okay, because the question is asking for less than only. So 800 is there, and we need to subtract 60/100 from this. So 60/100 means what? So we will put 60 and 100, for 100 we need to put 2 zeros over there. Okay, so it becomes 6000. Now if we are subtracting 6000 from 8000, so what we are getting? We are getting 2000 only. Now if we are going through the question, so the question is asking about the greatest value, okay, about the greatest number. So among all these four numbers, which one is the greatest? So we can clearly see over here that 5300 is the greatest one among all. Okay, so that is option number A. So that's why our option number A is the correct one. Okay, now let's move to the question number 35. So the question number 35 is saying, if a number m is multiplied by 16, okay, multiplied by 16, and after that we are adding 989 to it, okay, then the answer what we are getting is 2749. Now we need to find the twice of number m. Okay, so what we have to do, they are asking for the number m, which is the first number. Okay, in this whole operation, m is our first number. So how we are going to find the m? Okay, so first try to make equation on the basis of that only. So what they are saying, so number m is there and we are multiplying m by 16. Okay, then we are adding 989 to it, and what we are getting is 2749. Okay, we need to find this number m. Okay, so how we are going to find it? To find this number m, we will apply transposing method over here. Okay, again we are applying this method. So how we are going to apply it? So first you can see this 989 here is in an addition form, correct? You can see over here that 989 is in addition form. Now if this 989 will go that side of this 0, so it will become of minus, correct? And this plus 989, if that is going that side of this 0, so it becomes minus 989. Okay, so what we are supposed to do? First we will subtract 989 from 2749. Okay, let's see what we are getting after subtracting these two numbers. So first number is 2749 and next number is 849. After subtracting them, we are getting 990, 4 minus 40, 7 minus 8 we cannot subtract. So 17 minus 8 we are getting 9 over here and it is 19. So what we are getting? We are getting 1900 only, correct? Now we are done with that. Now here you can see 16 is here with a m in a multiplication form. Okay, now if this is going that side of a equal sign, so it will become of negative, correct? It will become 16 is here, you can see in a multiplication form. So if it is going that side of equal sign, so it will become negative. Okay, it will become in a division form. So now what we are getting after that? So first what we need to do, we have to divide this whole thing, what we are getting, with 16. Okay, let's see what we are getting. This number is minus 989. If we are doing it, so what we are getting? Minus 989. If we are subtracting it, we are getting 1760 only. Okay, which is 1760. Okay, now the 16 is here in a multiplication form, so we need to divide this number, which is 1760 by 16. Okay, and when we are dividing this number by 16, we are getting 110. Okay, so what is the value of m? So m will equals to 110 only, correct? Now the question is asking that you need to find twice of number m. So what will be the value of twice of number m? So we need to multiply 110 by 2, and when we are doing it, so what we are getting? We are getting a number which is 229. Sorry, 220.